Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Lisa here from Arcaneandstellar coming at you with a pick card reading. We're going to be looking at the next 3 days from the time that you watch this reading. So this is a timeless message meant to find you when it finds you. And I want you to choose with your intuition one of the following groups for your message. So we've got here a kitty cat for number 1, a bee for number 2, a butterfly for number 3, and for number 4 we have a possum. So I want you to, like I said, tune into your intuition, see where you're feeling drawn. You may feel drawn to more than one, and that's totally fine. You can also revisit this. This is timeless. So, you can always come back to it in the future and watch it again. I have people telling me all the time they watch older videos and rewatch them and everything, and they always are gaining messages from it. So they're meant to be timeless. And I really hope and pray that this brings you insight and guidance and, some information for you. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with group number 1. Timestamps are up in the description box, so you can go right to your message. Let's get started. Okay, my friends, if you chose group number 1, this is going to be your reading, and you've chosen this cute little kitty cat sticker, and we've got that cat. So let's go ahead and read what some of the messages of the cat are really quickly. So I'm going to be referring to my animal spirit guide book, and that's going to be in the description box if you want to see a link to that, so you can get one for yourself if you ever like to. I often forget to mention books that I use and things like that. I always list the decks, but not always the books. So if a cat shows up, it means this is a period where self-sufficiency and trust in your own capabilities is necessary. So relying on yourself in the next 3 days. Honor your sensuality by dancing slowly with graceful and easy movements, and by enjoying touch and physical intimacy. Listening closely to your intuitive guidance, as it's most likely an ancestor who's one of your spirit guides trying to communicate with you. Oh yes, I definitely could see that for you guys this week, or in the next 3 days, and maybe even over the next week. I had a little slip there, so it's probably an intuitive slip. This is a period of magic and mystery for you, so pay close attention to signs and omens that will guide and direct you. Whatever you've released, relationships, material goods, self-defeating habits, will soon be replaced with something or someone entirely more suitable for who you are presently. So this is about getting in alignment with who you are, ancestral things as well. And we've got here the 10 of Pentacles. We've also got departure and passion. So the 10 of Pentacles can promise, first of all, stability. That's a big thing. And of course, there can be, over the next 3 days, something to do with legacy. Now, given the fact that cats can connect to our ancestors, this could be something ancestral being passed down to you, or an inheritance or a financial windfall of some kind via some kind of ancestral person or somebody in your family lineage or line, or in your family in general. So there can be some money coming that way, or something valuable, okay? This also can talk about home ownership or real estate as well. Sometimes this can talk about purchasing your first home, or upgrading your home, or something to create more stableness in your, or more stable, stability is what I meant. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Stability in your own home. This also can talk about starting your own family legacy as an example. So this could be about going towards something to create lasting stability or tradition, in a sense. This also can talk about, as well, being in touch with your health or feeling more grounded, etc. in your health. And generally, it's a good card. So I want to say over the next 3 days, we've got really good stuff here. I do want to say that for some of you specifically, there could be the inheritance of something, or something being passed down to you, or some sort of focus on that, okay? And now, I know it can't be for everybody, but it is a prominent message here, so it definitely is going to be affecting some of you. Now, we've got passion with beetroot, and it says, look at the core of what's usually motivating you for direction and lifelong lifting, of any negative energies, because a focus on self-love and developing a better understanding is needed. Beetroot supports your heart chakra and will show you that new projects, personal goals, and emotional healing are all in a positive light with a chance of success. Beautiful. So, looking at the core of what usually motivates you for direction, and also lifting of negative energies. So, you may find that if you've been stalling on anything or feeling set back in any way, there can definitely be movement forward. Also looking at the motivations and like what is lacking in motivation too as well. For some of you, you may be uncovering that. We've got romance here, which can indicate, especially if you're in a relationship, or you may find some romance happening here, obviously with passion, even for some of you already, like I said, in a relationship, there can be a little bit more stability that comes up, such as like talks of moving in together or things like that too. Oh, we've got beware of greed. And get back to the basics. Okay, so interestingly, with that beware of greed, you're being advised over the next 3 days to beware of that. Try not to be greedy. Try to come from a place where you're coming from a place of stability with that Ten of Pentacles. And, you know, because greediness often comes from lack or fear of lack or not enough, right? And I feel like you guys do have enough, or you will get enough. So try not to get into like a greedy mode, because a lot of that has to do with fear. Rather than anything else. And so it's like adjusting your expectations and trying not to live in fear of not enough, because you're going to have plenty. Okay. So we also get back to the basics as well. And so even for some of you, I could see how you maybe focus on your wellness and your overall health. And this may, for some of you, have to do with diet as well. So there could be like a look at diet, like trying to control what you're eating, etc. as well, like getting back to basic food. Some of you may be doing an elimination diet or finding success with that. If you are starting an elimination diet, this is actually a good sign for you. What are blessings? Oops. Oh, okay, so we have departure, and then look at, we have travel. You'll go somewhere new. So I could see you guys in the next 3 days going to somewhere you've never been before. So this could be visiting a new store or a new restaurant or a new, like just kind of going somewhere new, okay? We've also got independence or gaining power. I love that with the Ten of Pentacles, because you may feel more financially stable. And a lot of times that's where a lot of our independence actually can come from, is feeling like we can financially have safety to move, right? That's a huge thing. And then of course we have fear. Fear is unfounded. Oh my gosh, that's so interesting, because there's some sort of fear that you're going to find over the next 3 days that's not true. It's not real. It's unfounded. And it's a beautiful thing when it happens, right? When you find out, oh, this thing I was so afraid of isn't even true, or it didn't even happen like that. I was so afraid I would get rejected, or I was so afraid that this wouldn't happen. And it's like, it was unfounded. You're okay. Everything's good. That kind of energy. So beautiful message there. Let me go ahead and get some charms here. So just to recap what we've gone over so far, I definitely see romance, some romantic gestures coming your way, or some romance in your life. There can be discussion in romantic relationships, like I said, especially in terms of stability. You may go somewhere romantic with your partner even, with that departure and the travel. Maybe it's like going out somewhere with somebody new. But also, like I said, we've got a fear that's unfounded. There could be inheritance or something, or some sort of discussion about it. When it comes to inheritance and everything like that too, beware of greed, or in terms of trying to get yourself on track with your health and stuff like that too. That may be a message for some of you. But just keep it if it's yours. If it's not, just push it to the side. There are many people that watch these, and you know, it can't be for every, not every message can be for every single person, right? That's not practical. You got to be practical. Okay, what do we got here in terms of your charms? We've got a key here. So this is definitely something important events, key events could be happening over the next 3 days. We've also got a gift here. So there could be an important gift given to you. I've actually, I kind of feel like for some of you, you may be inheriting something or being given something by a family member. Even if it's not like traditional inheritance or getting something passed down to you, it does make me feel like there's some sort of important key kind of gift coming your way. Something important there. We've also got the strawberry, which I think of sweetness and maybe fruit is an example, more fruit in your diet. It could even be like clean food. If some of you are cutting out sugar, this might be like processed sugar or refined sugar. You may be like trying to look more toward fruit to fulfill sweet cravings as well. And then we've got Be the Light here. And so in some sense with Be the Light, I feel like it's like this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. It reminds me of that song I would sing at church when I was a little girl. And this is about, I think, tuning into your passion, and always make sure you're acting from that place of that, because it radiates out to other people, and I think it's very healing. And think about it. Look at that. There's a candle there in that picture. So it's kind of funny. It's like your passion extends to others, and it kind of lights up. And you may get noticed for passions as well. And don't be afraid to be a guide to others. Even in your romantic relationships, don't be afraid to make the first move, etc. We've got the heart here, so I do feel like this is very heart-centered 3 days. And as well, we've got Capricorn, so hardworking and strong ethic. I would say a hardworking ethic. This can also be about striving for more, striving for financial stability, striving for big goals as an example as well. So I could really see some gains there too. There may be more managerial tasks assigned to you over the next 3 days as well. You know, Capricorn's a leader, it's a manager, it's somebody who has, and again, would be the light. You may be guiding or have the chance or opportunity over the next 3 days to guide somebody. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing for you guys over the next 3 days. Beautiful energy, like I said. I really like what I see here. So I hope you guys find it helpful, and you guys are blessed, and have a wonderful day or night wherever you are when you're watching this, and take care. Hello, my beautiful friends. If you chose group number 2 here with this cute little bee, this is your reading. So let's go ahead and look at the bee. And as I mentioned to the previous group, I'm using the Animal Spirit Guides book, which I will link in the description box if you guys want to check it out. It's just one of my favorites. I always like refer to it when my husband and I see something out and about. We're like, oh my goodness, we saw a coyote or something. We always go and look up the meaning for ourselves. And anyway, let's go ahead and check out the bee. It says here, if a bee shows up, it means it's time to get organized and get to work on that idea that you want to implement and develop. Ooh, okay. Approach your projects with commitment, diligence, and dedication, and you'll succeed beyond your wildest expectations. Involve several others in cooperative and life-affirming ventures, one in which everyone who participates will benefit, and if possible, one that includes the entire community. So this could be about bringing in community. Take the time to appreciate and enjoy the sweetness of life. This is a very fertile time for you physically and creatively, one where you can bring your ideas into fruition. Also, and lastly, this is a very productive cycle for you, so stay with whatever it is that you're working on, and there will be a favorable outcome. Wow, you guys. So something over the next 3 days that you're working on is fruitful, okay? Maybe it's not fruitful in these 3 days, but it's telling you that there's something to it. There's some sort of longevity, okay? Oh, we've got the Fool here. So yeah, you guys may be starting something new. And if you have a new idea, this is definitely telling you that this is fruitful. This is a really good idea that you have. This could lead you to really cool places, really good places in your life. And definitely, oh yeah, and communication could be very important. Look for contacts, you know, especially if you are doing business or you're thinking of like a side hustle or you're working on something like that. This is definitely a time to like collaborate with others. You may find, like I said, friendship here over the next 3 days as well. Gemini, of course, is ruled by Mercury, and it can you know, relate to discussions and marketing and communication and all of that, those sorts of things, trade and so on and so forth. And we've also got commerce over here as well. So yeah, I kind of wonder if some of you have a good business idea, and it's like Spirit saying, hey, snap to it. As my mom would say, Sunny Pruitt. I don't know where she got that from. I have no idea what the origins of that is. That's what my mom always says, and I'm like, I need to go look up what that means. I don't even know. I'm like totally blind to that. But anyway, the Fool here really shows adventures coming your way and something new, like I said. So it's like a jump into it type of energy. Just go for it. You don't need to know the whole route. You just don't need to know anything. Just go for it. If you're feeling, yeah, look at this. Let's see what else we've got here. Look at this, a year from now. Yeah, so you may be starting something in the next three days, okay, that will actually have long-term effects and will actually have longevity. Okay, we have a year from now. So what's interesting about that, because we have that broken wishbone, a wish will not be granted. So even if you start something new and like say you put it out there and you feel like, wow, there's no reception to this, like nothing's happening, please do not take that as a no from the universe or that it's a denial of success, because you're going to find that things will grow from this. Okay, so that's just something really important for some of you, whether it's a new friendship or whether it's a new, like I said, a new venture that you're doing, a new job, you know, whatever it may be. So we've got refinement here with Dahlia, and it says, be receptive to communications and messages that are incoming at present, as there is much to benefit your current situation. And that's true. Yeah, we've got maybe perhaps some information coming in. This information could come in via a friend or somebody at least who has good intention, right? Because we see that mutuality there. So it makes me feel like it's somebody with good intention. You know, like somebody who comes to you like a friend, even if you're not like real good friends. It says here, Dahlia is inspired, ask you to improve yourself and current situations. You may find keys and deeper meanings to mysteries that have evaded you for some time, or be given offers that seem unusual. So listen to that, you know. It's like being receptive to ideas, communication, and all that sort of thing coming in right now. Okay, so let's get some... Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get some charms here. Oh, no, I wanted to do blessings. Sorry. I'm going to use my blessing cards just to kind of see what blessings are ahead in the next 3 days. Yeah, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Oh, we've got flirt, a flirtatious experience. So some of you may have a little flirt coming your way or something that feels flirtatious. Even think about flirting with new ideas. We have home, positive changes at home. And let's see what else. Oh, I love this card. This came out for group number 1 as well. A fear is unfounded. So one of the blessings that you're going to receive in the next 3 days is going to be that you'll find that a fear that you have is not true. It's unfounded. It's not real. It's not actually as scary as you think it is. What's interesting here with wish will not be granted is that maybe there's fear about that. Like you're not going to get what you want out of a situation should you even bother. Bother, please. Bother about it because you need to do it. Especially like act on those ideas. Whether it's engaging in like a new friendship or like I said, it can be different things for different people. But this is definitely about communication and going for something, especially if you're business, you know, with any business, of course, there's going to be marketing, communication, and, you know, certain actions that have to happen. But it's like, take those opportunities. This could be like shopping around for a source or, you know, that sort of thing. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Look at this. We've got the little to-do list. It says drink tea, make shit, pet animals, and die. Kind of a little bit of a, not snarky kind of way of looking at life. But it does talk about a to-do list. So you may feel like there are things to do, things to get done. And, you know, maybe it's like your attitude towards it is like, get stuff done. We've got here a perfume bottle. Which for me is like smelling something sweet as well. You know what's interesting about bees? They go to flowers, right? And this could be about inviting flowers or sweet scents into your life, or working with scent as well. Some people really find essential oils very invigorating and helpful. So it may be connecting to like oils or scent in general, or there could be like some sort of prominent scent around you. We've also got the Brave Little Toaster. Think about the Brave Little Toaster goes on an adventure. Oh man, I love this cartoon. I need to rewatch it. I used to love it when I was little. But yeah, the Brave Little Toaster being a brave little toaster. We've also got the moon here with wings and a crown. And for me, it's like, you know, letting your emotions fly, letting something from your heart fly. If you notice on that moon, there's little engravings of hearts. And so this is like following your heart, having confidence in your emotions and your beliefs and your desires. And then, of course, we've got Nala here, which can indicate a supportive friend in the midst, or coming into contact with somebody who's very supportive and, you know, of your ideas, etc. I do feel like there's some good conversations that can be had, and maybe somebody with some good ideas, some good advice, etc. This is a time to be brave, just like I said, that brave little toaster. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys in the next 3 days from the time that you watch this. I hope this was a helpful reading for you. And again, look at the long term. Okay, that's big. Something you're doing now really has long-term effects, and you will see results. Okay. Anyway, that is your reading. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, you guys, and lots of love. Hello, my beautiful friends. If you've chosen the butterfly, this is going to be your reading. So group number 3. First of all, I want to go ahead and look at the meaning of the butterfly. And I'm using the Animal Spirit Guides book by Stephen D. Farmer. One that my husband and I often run to when we see an animal out about that we know is a sign. Okay, so butterfly. Lighten up and stop taking everything so seriously. Get ready for a big change, one where an old habit, a way of thinking, or lifestyle is going out and a new way of being is emerging. It's time to make the changes you've been considering. In spite of challenges, you'll get through this transition, and as always, know that this too shall pass. Express yourself by wearing more colorful clothing. Okay, so that's interesting. Maybe some of you may find over the next 3 days that your clothing choices reflect your attitude, or, you know what I mean, there's some sort of effect there. Oh, we've got the Death card here. So that's interesting with the butterfly, as, you know, there definitely is a relation to change and letting go is an example, right? So this could be about embracing the new. Sometimes it's hard to let go of things, and there's always a fear with change and transition. So this is definitely telling you to embrace, you know, and as well, for some of you, you may be really letting go of a habit over the next 3 days. You may be kind of transitioning through this change. You know, I know when I'm filming this, it's obviously the beginning of the year, and many people make New Year's resolutions. And for some of you, you may be facing, you know, that interaction with yourself of change. So beautiful. Spirit guides. Some of you may have a jealous comment or two come your way. Just ignore it. So it says here, strong emotion, passionate love or hate, as well as the shield, you'll need to defend yourself. So interesting. Okay, so with you'll need to defend yourself, that means that you need to defend yourself. Obviously, we know that. But this can be about like embracing change. One thing I will say is that when it comes to someone challenging you over the next 3 days, this is a time where you put things on pause and you go get more information in order to better arm yourself with knowledge, okay? I would say don't react. Oh my gosh, don't react. And this is the card that's in my hand. That was left over in my hand after a bunch of them fell. So this is not reactionary. So I would say over the next 3 days, you need to, when you are feeling like very passionate about something, this is a time where you kind of like research a little bit before you respond, and you need to respond in a way that defends yourself. And sometimes, like when we're reactive, it just isn't a good defense. It lacks, the right information. You may be the type where you're gonna like put your foot in your mouth and you're like, damn it, I should have said this. You know? So if you have to defend yourself, just give yourself ample time to kind of like research a little bit more, or get your thoughts out on paper, or, you know, even if you have to ask a friend like, hey, okay, what are good arguing points on this, or, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that you're having some kind of big fight, okay? I don't want you guys to look at this and think I'm having a huge fight. This is terrible. No. But it's about, you know, making a case for yourself in some way. Even if it's something you're passionate about, maybe it's a subject and it's like an online debate. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to look at this and think that you're up against something per se. It's just about defending your ideas. And I think you may find as well, if you have an idea or a feeling or something like that about something, you may find actually some information over the next 3 days that helps you defend this. But you should stick up for yourself, you know, in every situation. You're your best advocate, so it's important. I do feel like there will be some romantic attention coming your way over the next 3 days, or some sort of like affection or kindness as well. Some of you may be buying some new makeup products or beauty products or something new, or you're encouraged to do so, to focus on beauty a little bit, and like whether it's getting a new haircut or, you know, doing something extra for yourself, beauty wise. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Oh yeah, I want to go ahead and read that affection card as well. So this is Sorrel, number 12. It says here, new experiences are coming your way, which means you will feel prompted to find new ways of doing things. If you're seeking a solution, be more receptive to suggestions and openings. Ensure you are putting your true feelings into all that you're doing. A valuable proposition should come your way, but don't get too carried away. Yes, so definitely research something, obviously, if it comes your way. It can be valuable, but you want to make sure you go about it the right way. So just think about that. It says here, ensure you're putting your true feelings in all that you're doing. And that's where you need to defend yourself. You want to make sure that you're your best advocate, right? To get what you want. And I think you'll find success with it. I don't feel like there's denial, but it's just like making sure that you're standing up for what you want and need. We've got Harmony here as one of your blessings. So this is my blessing deck. One of these days I'm going to publish it. I haven't yet. Okay, harmony. A relationship is in harmony. So you do have a relationship in harmony over the next 3 days. We've also got creativity. Your creativity is flowing. And you may find that, yeah, you have like, you may create something beautiful or have a beautiful idea or be creating something, like I said, beautiful. Like maybe it's a craft or a hobby, or you're, you know, maybe doing something like art or something beautiful. And then we have confession. Someone's confessing. Ooh. Someone could be confessing something to you. And this may actually improve relationship. I noticed that relationships in harmony, and then there's confession coming. So it could be that there's something that helps a relationship develop in a healthier way. I do feel like some of you are definitely going to have, you know, some development there. Okay. Aha, we've got... Oh my God, sorry. How embarrassing. I'm like dropping shit everywhere. Okay. Embrace your imperfections. So that's funny with beauty there. That tried to come out. Did you see how violently it did? Such a strong message for you guys. Embrace your imperfections. Sometimes it's like we get down on ourselves because maybe we feel like we have something unique about us that we are like, well, that's not like everybody else. But this is a time where you embrace what may feel imperfect or unusual about yourself. Because actually, it could be what is beautiful about you, actually. Okay? There may be thoughts or news around death, okay? Because I notice we have the skull and crossbones. And maybe for some of you, you're worried about the ending of something or the transition of something. I'm not going to ruminate on that too much. I don't see a lot of negativity per se for you in the week ahead. So, I mean, not the week ahead, sorry, the next 3 days, but maybe again the week ahead. Maybe this energy extends a little bit out. I don't want you to worry about that. I just want you to focus on kind of going with your creativity and all of that, okay? Because I don't know, maybe there is a fear of change in some way. Okay, so we've got Snape here as well. So we also have Salty. And I'm going to tell you, you know how I mentioned initially in the reading, I kind of mentioned that there could be somebody that's a bit jealous of you. Yeah, okay. I do think that there is an energy around you that you need to, and maybe that's what you need to walk away from. If you notice that there are certain like in people around you or a person around you that seems to always have a negative attitude, seems to be salty to the world around them, even not necessarily just you, I feel like this is a time where you really need to preserve your energy, preserve yourself, defend yourself from this kind of energy, because it could be leaking out on you or, you know, kind of like influencing you in some weird way. Sometimes people like that, it's like subtle energy that kind of creeps in and like strangles, and it's just like not healthy for you. So I'm going to say watch out for salty, jealous types, especially in terms of, you know, I think, because I noticed here's the match, by the way, we've got the fire here. It feels like this could be someone that's like kind of downplaying your dreams or your ideas. If you have a friend who always seems to have practical advice, in a sense, where it's like, make sure you're getting advice from the right person, or, you know, letting the right person, like the right person, hear what you're excited about, because I feel like you may be having somebody around you that could be kind of a Debbie Downer, as they say, and it's like you don't want them to kind of influence you in the wrong way. I feel like you need to defend your energy against this person a little bit. Okay, now we've got who rescued who. Now, see, I feel like there's still a supportive energy around you, and like there's still a harmonious relationship, okay? So it's like putting your energy towards that one. I also feel like there's little tulips here, flowers. And so again, this makes me feel like beauty, harmony, etc. This could be a harmony in the right group as well with others. And there could be a trio or something going on. And maybe that's actually, like, maybe there's a third friend in a dynamic that's a little bit salty, or something like that too. That could be a sign there. But yeah, there's an embrace your imperfections. Be confident in yourself. Love yourself. I feel like there is a relationship in harmony. I feel like there could be somebody confessing something. Watch out for, like I said, that negative energy in the next 3 days, especially when it comes to sharing your ideas, and don't let them put out your flame, your excitement, okay? And for some of you that won't be resonating with you. Of course, these are group readings, and they're little messages kind of like scattered inside. But yeah, I feel like that's definitely going to resonate with some of you. So beautiful energy over the next 3 days. I hope this is helpful for you, and I wish to, hopefully get to see you in the next reading. Okay? Take care, and bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you've chosen group number 4 here with this little possum, this is going to be a reading. So first of all, I'm going to grab the Animal Spirit Guides book by Stephen D. Farmer, and I'm going to go ahead and check out about the opossum. Holy smokes. I literally went right to the page. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Oh, I love when that happens. Oh, wow, okay. So if an opossum shows up, it means in order to accomplish whatever you're striving to achieve, it will be necessary to stretch yourself a bit further than you think you can. The situation you find yourself in will require that you be a good actor, and that you'll have to exhibit behavior that's the opposite of what you're actually thinking or feeling. Ooh, okay, interesting. Do some planning and develop an effective strategy for the object of your concern, with backup plans in case your first effort doesn't work out. If you're in a tight corner, rely on your instincts to determine the best way out. Study either Aikido or Tai Chi in order to learn to use dynamic and receptive forces as useful approaches in challenging situations. So what's interesting is it says that you may have to exhibit behavior that's the opposite of what you're actually thinking or feeling. You may need to be a bit of an actor. Think about opossums, they play dead. So we've got the Two of Swords here. We've got Aries. We've got here fame as well. So for some of you, you may be required to save face in your life in some way. I also feel like you may have to regenerate a little bit behind the scenes. So the Two of Swords is interesting because this can talk about keeping your thoughts and feelings private. Now, it also relates to making decisions as well. And this can be when we feel outside pressure. Sometimes with the Two of Swords here, this can be about where you feel like you're a bit stalled in some way, where you're feeling a bit indecisive. Maybe you're at a stalemate of some kind and you really need to weigh things like kind of carefully. This can talk about external pressures, like I said, that make it difficult to take action. And so one of the big things is that you need to kind of take it to yourself. So one thing I would say is, like, over the next 3 days, you may need to kind of keep your decisions to yourself and really go within and try to figure out what action you want to take. Okay? That's something to think about. Also, sometimes that Two of Swords as well can talk about being torn between something. Like, I don't know what I want to do, right? I'm not sure what I want to accomplish right now, or I want to, like, which decision should I make? Should I choose this or should I choose that? This can talk about two significant changes, like staying put, moving, accepting a job, not accepting it, applying for something new or not applying for something new. You know what I mean? Like, there's that. This also can talk about being a mediator as well. And if you're having to mediate anything, like say for instance, two colleagues come with drama and they're like trying to involve you in it. This is where you are neutral or you need to kind of like keep yourself out of it, like, or maybe keep your real thoughts out of it. you know, that sort of thing, okay? Now, if you feel like something is stalled, this may be on purpose because you're meant to regenerate ideas or like kind of figure out a game plan. Now, as well, this can talk about doing planning and developing an effective strategy for the object of your concern, right? So that's one of the things that the opossum mentioned. Now, going back to that idea, if you feel like you're not sure about how to act or how to take action on something, this could be about making a game plan. So you may find yourself more internally focused over the next 3 days. And you may be planning more and thinking more about how to develop something or how to take action on something. And I'm, weighing the pros and cons of something. This could be, I would say that generally that's kind of the energy of it. And maybe in some way you may have to stretch yourself a little bit thinner, like it says. Aries here, usually very passionate energy. And like wants to dive in and get something done. But I feel like here with the Two of Swords, this is a think twice kind of energy. Don't be too impulsive, especially if you're watching this when this comes out. You want to be assertive, right? But at the same time here, Mars is in retrograde, so we don't want to be too impulsive with our actions. Now, let's see what else we've got the next 3 days. Oh, interesting about the opossum. Now, for some of you, you know how it said that we should perhaps be a bit of an actor in some situation? That may not be the case. Okay, so when I say that, I think Spirit is really trying to bring forward the point that don't lower your standards in the process. You don't have to just shut out your feelings, desires, or needs, okay? That's not what it's saying. So I think Spirit's really actually trying to come back and say, hey, some people might take this the wrong way. Okay, yes, you may need to be socially like kind of adept or handle things in like a smooth way. Like definitely don't be impulsive, but you are not meant, okay, to lower your standards or, you know, lose all assertiveness in this, okay? This is just about trying to find diplomatic ways to get what you want, okay? And that sort of thing rather. Now, what's interesting is we have someone's leaving your life, okay? So over the next 3 days, you may find that someone's leaving. Maybe someone's leaving your workplace as an example, or maybe, you know, there's some sort of exit happening in the next 3 days. You guys will have to let me know. I've had people literally come back to me with 6-month readings and say, oh, yeah, one of my colleagues like left the job or you know, somebody like went away. So just, you know, that could be something that happens over the next 3 days. Hopefully it's a difficult energy, difficult person leaving. We also have the most difficult part of a situation is over. So this is nice. You know, it could feel like you're getting somewhere or that's something. I love it because you've got regenerative energy. So I do feel like there's something, if you feel like something's been at an all-time low, you'll definitely find that the energy is returning and kind of getting better. We've got romance. You'll receive a romantic gesture. So one of your blessings over the next 3 days is that someone will make a romantic gesture to you. We've got money. Your wealth increases. So there could be some finances coming your way. And we've got here winner. The odds are in your favor. So definitely play to win, you guys. If you can enter into anything, it might be a good time to actually get a little bit of a win. Nice. There is some attention coming your way, though, I'm going to say. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We've got grandmas are great. So there could be some energy surrounding grandma over the next 3 days. We also have, I have no idea what I'm doing. I kind of feel like that goes with that Two of Swords. Maybe you're really trying to figure something out, like how to best take action. There's luck on your side, you guys. You guys have something lucky. Play the lotto. If you can play like lotto or scratch ticket or something over the next 3 days, you guys do it. I'm not promising you're going to win millions, okay? But you may win something. You're a little bit luckier, okay? So raffles, sweepstakes, you know, lotto, scratch ticket, whatever, do it because you've got 2 different lucky charms here, the horseshoe and that dice. So this is like, take a chance, you know. Yeah, we've also got that Capricorn, and it's landed on fame actually. So I feel like you could be like, actually, your praises could be sung, okay? Somebody may be like really speaking your praises or noticing you. You may actually have a lot of eyes on you at some point over the next 3 days as well. So it could be that you're gathering attention or people are looking to you, etc. Don't forget though, like, with regeneration, like taking some time to yourself, my stomach is growling like crazy. Don't forget to eat, okay? And don't forget to do the things that you hunger for, you know? Because sometimes it's like what you hunger for, feeding into that a little bit can be healthy for you, because it's like, you know, kind of doing what you want to do in some sense and keeping you motivated and happy. So yes, and instincts, again, I think are going to be big for you over the next 3 days. Following your instincts. So beautiful energy, you guys, lucky. You got some lucky energy. You may not have an idea of knowing what you're doing, but again, too, with the possum energy, we can go back and try to figure out and make a plan. So it might be like gathering plans and stuff like that over the next 3 days. And again, for some of you, someone will leave your life. But let's go ahead and end it here. I hope that this is helpful for you. I hope to see you again on my channel here in the near future. And I wish you all the very, very best. Have a blessed and beautiful day wherever you are. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.